Will you make merch?
If all we have is time, then we'll be alright. It's not love, but it's better than dreaming.
Yo, welcome to the video. So, I'm finally back home from Canberra. I decided for today's video, what I'm going to do is just do a Q&A. I posted this photo on my Instagram and basically just asked you guys to ask me some questions. You know the drill. You already know the drill. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's in the description, always. But pretty much the reason I'm just doing a Q&A is because we literally drove all day. Like, it took like 7 hours to get home, and then I had to drop off a hire car, and then I came home and I went to the gym and everything else. So there just was like, and it was dark, so there's just no time to ride or anything like that. So yeah, instead we're gonna do a Q&A, which I think is awesome because I already got like 100 questions. I only posted it like 2 hours ago or something like that. So right now we're just gonna jump straight into it. I'm gonna show you guys like on the screen, like I'm gonna put my phone up and have the comments like that instead of putting it on the screen because it's already so late and I'm gonna have to edit this baby up too. So let's get right into it. First question is from Brady J Feud. Feud boy, yeah. I think he's a guy from like Arizona. He said favorite donut. My favorite donut would have to be. Wait, what's your favorite donut, Billy?
Oh, glazed donut.
Glazed donut, yeah. I gotta say a glazed donut. I gotta say glazed. I have food like right here, so I'm gonna like eat while I do this. Kill two birds with one stone because it's like 10:15 already. I haven't eaten, so meatballs. Next question. Alright, I'm gonna go like down a little bit so it's not unfair. And here's Scan Turk _ I really don't know how to say that, I apologize. He said, what do you think of Jack Dow? From my experience with Jack, he's awesome, he's super nice to me. Wish nothing but like the best for him to do or whatever he wants to do. I don't understand sometimes when people like hate a lot on people that they've never really like personally met. Like me, for myself, I don't judge anyone until I've actually met them as a person. I won't judge someone until I've met him in person. Even if my friends don't like him, it does not matter, and that's something you guys should just like do as well. Just because like say your favorite YouTuber doesn't like someone doesn't mean don't like them either. You know, like have your own opinion on everyone. I think Jack's awesome. Good luck on whatever he's doing. I saw him actually like this like couple of days ago at the street jam and stuff like that. But yeah, meatball. Alright, next question is from Michael 946123 right here. And he said, how old are you? 21. Deal 303, I met this guy like ages ago, like in UK. He's an awesome dude. He said, do you think I can flare at the age of 36 years old? Absolutely. For sure. I reckon you could definitely do it. Like a flare, so much easier than like what you think it is, but it's definitely more than possible. Age is just a number. Flares are just a trick. Alright, Ernie Dicky _ he said, what is your favorite skate park in Sydney? My favorite park in Sydney would probably be Macfields. I haven't really been to that many skate parks in Sydney, but that definitely has to be one of them. One of them for sure that I've been to anyway. Remus _ Perish said, since bread is square, then why is sandwich meat round? I'm gonna tell you guys like a quick little awesome thing that you're gonna appreciate, okay? So this is really inspirational, so get ready for it. It's similar to this, but it's inspirational. So it goes like this. Give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish and you'll walk a mile in his shoes. Inspirational. Aiden.Collage, my boy, I don't know how to say your last name, I apologize dearly. He's actually the guy that won my scooter. Sick, hope he's enjoying it. He said, have you ever decided... That was Frankie, that wasn't me. Have you ever considered going street? Like, I mean, I love just riding like a bunch of different like variations, like street and park and everything else. So I love like kicklesses and whip fronts too much to go straight, so yeah. My boy Chris Harisi said, how do you balance all your training and being a pro scooter rider at the same time? Shout out to my boy Chris, make sure you go follow him. So, how I balance it, to be 100% honest with you guys, it took me probably like up until a couple of months ago to be able to do the two in like consistently, effectively, if that makes sense. What do you want? What do you want? Hey. I got a pug right here. It took me a very, very long time to kind of work out that even balance where I'm not like draining myself too much between the two. But basically how I do it is I split up going to the gym generally in two sections, all right? So what I do, I go in the morning, and on top of all this, I eat a lot of food, like a lot of food, so I can like recover, and so my body has the energy, because food is energy. It's energy. Basically, I usually go to the gym in the morning, and I do what's called like a main compound lift. Anyway, long story short, it's just one lift that's important. Then I go ride for the day and film for the day and everything else, get that all done, and then I come back to the gym later at night, and then I finish my workout then. I go home, edit a video, whatever else, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah, and that's pretty much what I usually do. As long as I get the time to do it, that's what I try to stick to, because that is the best thing. It's the best way to do it for me. In the future, will you make merch? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, guys. I'm working on some stuff, but I'm telling you, I can't give away. Oh my god, I'm gonna finish eating this. I can't give away anything until it's all kind of like set in stone. So let's give me some time. Give me some time. But yes, Trayton Sherrill222. What's your favorite deck you've ever rode, and did you break it? My favorite deck ever in this entire world is a Ludo Pistat. Actually, the new AOS V4 standard, the 19.5, is probably my favorite deck ever. And no, I've not broken that. Although I've only had it for like 2 months or something like that, but no, I've not broken it. Still have all of them here. Like there's like 2 in there, and there's 1 over there, and yeah, they're everywhere. Anyway, besides that, a Ludo Pistat, AOS V3, and no, never once have I ever broken an AOS V3. The only one I ever broke was a prototype, which got fixed, but yeah. Corndog_05 said, can we meet up? Yeah, let's do it. And he said, you're my favorite rider as well. Huge shout out to you, my dude. If you're from Melbourne, for sure, hit me up. We can do something. I'm always down to ride with anyone, so seriously. All right. Ed's Skate said scooting or YouTube. Well, that question kind of, like, it doesn't really work just because my YouTube is riding. So obviously riding, because otherwise, like, I wouldn't be able to like film, I wouldn't do anything like in my videos, like it wouldn't, I don't know, like it wouldn't really, riding. AlexDean.official said, how did you get through the fear of flips? Okay, so like how I learned flips is actually really funny, because originally like we were just at the skate park and there was like a mattress there, and I was doing front flips, but my friends convinced me to do a backflip. The first time I did it, I could barely even backflip on a trampoline, and I just hucked back and just nosedive, like full nosedive. It was so bad. But the biggest thing with flips is getting past that like tipping point. So like when you do a flip, there's like a point where you go past, and that's like where your head crosses over and it turns from just going onto your back to an actual flip. So like, it's just, the best way to do it is seriously practice on a trampoline, practice it on your feet, anything else, just to get over that fear of that tipping point. And you just have to do it. You just seriously have to do it once, and I promise it's not going to be as scary. Just do it. Jai_Emirate said, will you ever quit Envy? I have absolutely no intentions of it, so no. Hey, this is a really good question. Gally_Jaden said, what motivates you to stay in the scooter industry and keep pushing it forward instead of moving yourself onto a different career path? That's a very good question. Because with scooters, like, it's something I've always loved so much and had such a big passion for, and it's just been like a release from everything else in the world kind of thing. Whenever I've gone through like some hard times in my life, I've always had scooting, which has just been like an absolute privilege for me. And the reason I don't move on from that is because exactly that, like, if I could do something for the rest of my life that like I enjoy, why would I ever move? I would never move on to something else that I'm not going to enjoy anywhere near as much. Like, most people just kind of go into a normal career path, you know? Like, to me, I was just never interested in that. I never have been interested in that. The only thing I've ever really taken an interest in besides scooters as an actual job would be law, which is something that would take me years and years to do, which I'd have no problem with, and it's still possible I might do that. But if I can do scooters, I'd much rather that and stay in this industry, because I think there's so much potential for growth in it. And for me, I just want to spread that positive vibe that scooters really just need. Like, they just need to be positive. There needs to be no beef, and everyone just enjoy what we're doing, because that is how it's going to grow, and that's how we're going to get out there more. Sick. Matthew Donovan said, how many world firsts have you done? And he said, have you done any world's first, and are you going to make merch? I already answered that second one before. I have seriously, like, I've done a lot of world's first. Like, I don't know how much you would consider it to be like world's first, but I've seriously, between me and Brendan, like we have done that many, I can't even like count. One time we tried to sit down and count it, because you gotta remember, like I've been riding for years and years, and like when I started riding, when those combos started like coming around and stuff like that. So there's actually a lot. Look at this pea. Eat peas. Zach Matthews said notification squad. Guys, remember, always turn that notification bell on. Make sure you're on my Instagram, turn post notifications on so you see every single post. I'll appreciate it. And he said, what inspired you to ride scooters, or who inspired you to ride scooters? What inspired me to ride scooters? I've spoken about this before, and who. Pretty much, long story short, I saw Brandon Smith riding one time. I really like scooters because they were different to everything else, and I just have always been about standing out. So for me, it was like a no-brainer. When I saw that and it was different, it was so cool, I just loved it. And what was your first scooter trick? My first scooter trick, apart from like a one-footer, one-hander, no-footer, I believe was a tail whip. Bar spins took me a long time to get used to. I still suck at bar spins, but not as bad anymore. But still, tail whip was probably my first ever trick. All right, I'm gonna do like 2 more questions, then we're gonna wrap this up. Let's get it. My name is Wilson said, who is your favorite rider to ride with, and which skate park is your favorite in Melbourne? My favorite skate park in Melbourne would have to be the Shed, just because it just has resis and everything else. I just love the Shed, honestly. My favorite people to ride with, like, I don't have a specific favorite person because I just love riding with like a lot of different people because it's always fun. But to name a couple, Brendan, Max, Billy, Dylan, other Dylan, Jeremy, Miller, millions of people. Seriously, there's just so, like, I can't keep going. There's just too many people, but I don't have a particular person I just love riding with. Bailey0707 said, what would you rather, street for the rest of your life or Nitro Circus for the rest of your life? Oh my god. Oh my god. Maybe Nitro Circus, because I would say street because it's like you have more variety, but Nitro Circus, I feel like once I got used to that ramp, I could do some awesome things over it, so I'm gonna say Nitro Circus. All right, this is gonna be the last question right here from Tyrese_Scoots, and he asked, do you think you'll ever reach 1 million subscribers? Yes, and the reason I say this is just because, like, for me, I don't ever plan on stopping YouTube and stuff like that, and I feel like as long as I'm uploading, I'm still growing, and I still will, even if it takes 100 years, 100 years, you know, a bit over exaggerating, whatever, even if it takes 50 years, at some point, I truly believe in myself that I will get there, and you just gotta have that mindset, always, with everything in your life. You have to believe in yourself. You have to always believe in yourself. It is seriously just so important to do so, because it will push you further, and it'll stop you from giving up on your dreams and your goals and everything else, so it's so important to do that. Guys, I'm serious. Don't ever stop believing in yourself, ever. No matter what, no matter how hard it gets, never do it. That is going to wrap up the video, guys. I am so tired. I hope you enjoyed some of these questions. Hope it helped you out a little bit. I'm going to just like kind of run through my phone just so if you guys like did comment, you can see your name at some point here. Ready? Alright, cool. Thank you guys so much for this. If you want to get involved in these and get your, like, a shout out, whatever, and be in the video, all you gotta do is follow me on Instagram. Make sure you turn post notifications on so you can see whenever I post a photo like this where I'm gonna ask you guys to ask me some questions. Do not miss out, because I only had this photo up for like 2 hours, 3 hours before doing this, just because I kind of needed a last minute video, just because of the traveling and everything else today, but that's okay. It's all good. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash a huge thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe, become part of the Volofam. I have some things planned very soon to give away, so that's gonna be in the next video or so. Alright? Good night, guys. Bye.